of our governor is his ability to manage the finances of our state. The former governor of Anambra State did the same thing. And because of that, he was our vice presidential candidate in the last election. Permit me to introduce His Excellency Peter Obi.
Of your governor. That is why we're here. We don't want people that make fake promises. And after 4 years, they'll come and tell you what they said is politics. What he said is real. And he will do it. He has already started doing it by the bridge. And he will continue to do it. 4x4.
Former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, PDP campaign team and Governor Godwin Obaseki were today welcomed by a massive crowd at the electoral ward of APC governorship candidates in Edo election, Pastor Osage Izeyamo. It was a joyful moment as the people of Abiakula ward in Edo South Central Zone cheered the former PDP presidential candidate in the 2019 general election. The moment that Obi, the Edo PDP campaign chairman, introduced him, the crowd were seen jubilating as some of them spoke how Peter Obi transformed Anambra State and even saved money for the state. Some of them called him the best governor in Nigeria since the return of democracy in 1999. In his speech, Mr. Peter Obi asked the people of the area to return Governor Godwin Obaseki as his project in the state speak for him. He told them that the achievements of the governor are known beyond Edo State. The chairman of the PDP campaign in Edo, Dan Obi, told Abiakula people that Governor Obaseki is in the process of bringing the Teachers Training Center in Edo State to the area. He told the people not to be deceived by the people who come from the area and have made promises to them and never fulfilled it. The September 19 governorship election in Edo State is less than 3 weeks from now. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, is already gathering momentum with the reception they have received so far. Also, some major traditional rulers in the state have pledged their support for the governor, whom they said have done projects in their communities. The race to occupy the Osadebe Avenue is getting interesting as both the PDP and the APC are doing everything legally possible to win the election. Over 2 million registered voters in Edo State will come out on September 19, 2020 to elect a new governor who will be in charge of the state for the next 4 years. Well, I think, when you talk about Peter Obi, as a former governor, there's no doubt, there's no controversy when you talk about whether good governance or not. And those are the people that you can see are among or with people who are looking for something, because like they always say, show me your friend and I will tell you the stuff you are made of. The record of Peter Obi is there for everybody to see. And you know that man is always giving figures. And I think that man is one of the people who you can say since he left office, he has been so relevant. Every meaningful gathering, they are always inviting him to come and speak. When you talk about economy, we talk about governance. This man, give it to him. No politicians, like we always say, majority of the politicians are not to be trusted, but that does not mean that we are going to paint all of them with one brush. You can't paint all of them with one brush. No matter how bad a society could be, definitely you will still see people who are still standing right. And that's why most of the time politicians, you still see few of them, but maybe few of them might not be able to, you might not be able to see them, but the bad ones are the ones that are all over the place. No, like I said, we are not even talking about Obaseki or what he's saying about Obaseki. Of course, he will not even come and lie, because he will not be one of the governors that will go around and be kneeling down, be begging, just like Erufai was doing in the case of Kogi State. It was so glaring. It was really, really glaring that in that state, nothing happened. But they did all they could just to return the man. And now he has even won the case, even to the Supreme Court. Why the PDP in that state? They've already given up. Say, okay, no worries. There is another time for them to come and contest, which is going to be in 2023 or so. But coming back to what we are saying concerning Peter Obi, there's definitely Peter Obi, he's not one of the governors that you say, oh, maybe, when there's a mindset towards politicians, especially Nigerian politicians. Once you just see them, there are a lot of things that will just be going around you. This one wants to talk, this one wants to talk, but at least this man, to a very large extent, he might not get 100%, it might not be 100%, but to a very large extent, that man should be, from my own remarks, from my own scorecard to him, it should be giving him 75 to 80%. And that's just the way it is. If all other governors can really emulate him, the man saved money, and nobody, I don't think, maybe there's a blood they pass, there's no governor or there's no government that will come to just go and be touching that money. The money is there, and the money is yielding profit for the state. And this man was so prudent. And most of the places he always go to give lecture, those are the people that when they come, you can't even say, who is this person coming? Because you know that everything he says is there. And nobody has ever come out from that state to say, oh, you didn't do this. And when you hear this man, it's man that has been tested and trusted. That if all governors could be like this man, even to himself, is even singing to himself. And from the man, we got to know that most of these governors or these politicians, they do pardon. Something they will get for 5 naira, for example, they will tell you it is 1,000 naira. Then how do you expect that state or that kind of country to move forward? See what we are hearing from NDDC now. They said if they should list or make open the list of the people who looted money in NDDC, that Nigeria will break up. Nigerians are saying there is nothing that will make us that will make the country to break, because definitely we know what has been going on. They've not been stealing. What has happened to those who have been stealing? They are on the streets. They are moving freely. So coming back to those states, we're trying to digress, because most of the time it's not even all about whether this one wins or this one does not win. We're talking of somebody who is going to be more prudent, somebody who is going to have the interest of the people at heart, somebody who is going to create meaningful development, not all these shambolic projects that are being done here and there that will not even stand the test of time. Those are not the kind of projects we are talking about. We are talking of real projects, but at least that is just one thing people always talk about Peter Obi, that he saved money. He saved money. He was a PDP governor, though he's still in PDP, but when you talk about PDP, when you have there's a mindset again, even towards PDP themselves. So I'm sure if that is going there, whether it's going to change things, who knows? Because people can just come to rally, they will shout, they will do this and that, and just like the way Oshomole has been going from pillar to post, oh yes, this and that, I don't think it translates to what is it called, votes. Let people come that day. And PDP has advised the masses that they should not mind the tactics the APC is trying to put up just to scare people on the day of election, that the people should come out. Because one thing is for people to come out, and one thing is for people's votes to count, because a lot of people believe that their votes do not really count, and there will be apathy when it comes to election. So guys, let's hear your opinion concerning the campaign or the rally that took place in Eze Yamu's ward, and a lot of people trooped out to see Peter Obi. Leave your comments below and let's have your take on this.